What's up, everybody? This is T with the Say Win Doc Sport Podcast, and as always, I got...
What's up, everybody? This is Marquise Dupree with the Say Win Doc Sports Podcast, and we got the best producer, cameraman, whatever you want to call him.
Engineer,
extraordinaire,
man, yo.
Mr. Joe Harris. How you doing today, sir?
What's going on, good people? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing, fellas? Glad to see y'all back at the
Havana Ray, we back home in the spot. One of the best spots in Mobile, cigars-wise, environment-wise. Watch the game, come with your spouse. Havana Rays always show us love. We're going to show them love. This is our home base, y'all would say, right?
Yep.
We always come back home.
Absolutely.
And the remote spot at the package store on Cottage Hill as well. The other spot, Andrew always looking out. I'm talking about Dave Dollar, Harrison, everybody in the spot. But man,
love y'all to death. But this is home. This is the home base, I would say.
Yep.
Y'all would say that?
Absolutely.
All right. We
That's
appreciate
where it all started
everybody.
at.
We love everybody. We working, but you know, it feel good. It look good today.
Yeah.
What we got, Big T? Come on, bring us in there.
Hey,
take us there.
my thing is,
take us through there. But that's what the little youngsters say. Take us through there.
Hey, I don't even think they know what that means for real.
I don't even want to know. We just want to talk.
I know what it means, but I don't know like double entendres. We ain't gonna take that.
Yeah.
But just know what you're asking for. The NFL Draft is finally here over, and I guess the fallout or jeers and cheers aftermath is here. And we saw some surprising things. We saw some, what we thought was going to transpire. Everybody was talking about, like Fernando Mendoza. Again, I cannot knock against taking
no, you can't.
Undefeated Heisman Trophy national champion winning quarterback, 6'4", 240 pounds. I get all that. It's like I said, Tom Hanks aura, good, wholesome kid. My only thing was, and I can't do as an apples versus oranges type of things, but in that position, does Fernando Mendoza give you the amount of value that you drafted him at? I guess I'm saying.
I think it does. Only because, like I said, we talked about it in the last show. And you guys go back and look at the last show. Please follow up on our shows. I think he does because he's the number one overall pick. He's the best player in this draft. As far as QB goes.
As far as the best player in the draft.
Yeah, as far as QB.
Yeah.
As far as QB. And QB is the leader of what?
Yeah.
It's the leader of team. You start with the quarterback. He is the best leader quarterback in the draft. If not, tell me who is.
Well, but now it sounds like, and I'm gonna ask you the difference, and I'm gonna ask both of y'all. Is it
I'm trying to
his
figure
position the most important or most valuable, or his talent? Because if we're drafting him on his talent, it doesn't blow me away. Now again, I understand your position.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Not explosive talent.
He's the best quarterback. Now do you extract more value from his play or from his position?
That's a good question.
Now we're back into.
That's a good question.
But that's a great question, and I'm going to answer it because now we're going back into game management quarterbacks. Do you want a game manager quarterback that can give you consistent win, or do you want a superstar that can give you consistency? Well, not consistent. 1 or 2 great seasons down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
Yeah.
I look at him as a game manager with a little edge, not much. He's not Jackson, not a running, not a running quarterback.
Yeah.
But he has a little edge about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he can manage the game.
Yeah.
He wasn't explosive in Indiana.
No.
He wasn't explosive in that Cal. And he come
But
to Cal.
then again, though, think about it. Name me a player that was explosive at Indiana. Really?
That's the thing. So again, are we
Joe?
Are we prisoners of the moment right now?
I'm saying for real.
Y'all know I'm the comedian of the show, right? So when Joe say name me a player in Indiana that was explosive, I can tell you Ron Dame in Wisconsin.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know an Indiana player outside of this year.
I can't think of.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Indiana did not have an explosive player on the team, did they?
Yeah.
When we go back to that point again, are we looking at this version of the 2025 Hoosiers or the 2026 Hoosiers? Are we looking at them in a totality, or are we looking at them as individual value adders? Because if you look at them as individual, that's what you should, because they're going to different teams.
Yeah.
That team in Indiana, I never forget. Our Hazel Fournier, and I'm gonna date myself a little bit. She spoke at our commencement in high school. And she had this long, like 19-minute speech. You know me, I'm a numbers dude. I'm gauging them. I'm waiting for my freedom. I'm waiting to switch the tassel because this has been a long time coming. But out of everything that she said and during that whole experience, I processed one line. She said, I know you're raring to go, and everybody sitting in these seats, y'all have got life. Y'all ready to start y'all lives because this is a commencement, but it's a beginning. She said, but right now, take a look at the people in this room with you that are dressed like you tonight. She said, this is the only time that all of y'all will 100% be assembled together in this moment.
Yeah.
Even if you take a picture 10 minutes later, somebody gonna get in the car with their parents, she said, y'all 153 people that's in here right now will never assemble, even at the reunions and all, somebody's gonna be lost.
Good
so
point.
you'll never be as strong as you are.
Good point.
Right now.
Yeah.
That Indiana team, they were great. And a lot of nod that I give to them, that all of those guys that played on that team,
Yes.
and I'm giving them the edge that they're going to be better in the NFL than what they played for Kurt Signetti. Kurt Signetti is a professional football guy.
Yeah.
So if they play, that's what people used to say, hey man, Alabama players, they're together, but like Nick Saban gets you ready to play in NFL. So I think I'll give that to the Indiana players, but separate is not equal in this sense to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Because none of them just jumped off the page. So it speaks more to what they were as a team. Because
true.
Individually, I'm like,
I get.
as dude said, it was very forgettable. But again, how can you forget undefeated, national champion in the Big Ten that was just as hard or harder than the SEC? I'm an SEC guy, and I'll say it.
Big Ten
they won the Big Ten.
Yeah.
They went undefeated.
Yeah.
They went in the first 12-team playoff. Hey, man, like, that says something. But individually, they just...
But this is Signetti first championship. And like you said, Indiana played well together. Nobody dropped off the court. That's what made the draft, I think, not really exciting. Y'all, we talked about this.
Yeah.
There was really no exciting players in the draft, even though how long. Don't mean it's not any good players.
No.
Don't mean nobody's going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's nobody jumping off the page right now with high numbers and explosive.
You're absolutely right.
This draft was like, and I know y'all, I'm big on analogies. You remember before, like my kids, they're all grown now, but they used to get like menus. They knew what they were gonna have on their menus for lunch. And then they could pick and be like, this day I want to bring my lunch because they ain't gonna be good. So we didn't have that.
No.
We didn't have that etiquette.
Not at all.
When you walked in there, like, oh man, it's pizza day.
Yeah.
Hey, you got one of those. So speaking to the point of, but it was some days, even when on pizza day,
This belong.
kind of like, remember those days when you got the little
bologna and wheat bread.
the sloppy joes?
Yeah.
You was expecting a tuna fish sandwich, but you got a sloppy joe.
Hey.
And you was like, yo, this like one of those drafts.
Yeah.
You didn't go in it with a lot of, like I said, the Cowboys got Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Which was to me the best football player
In the draft. Yeah.
To me, Caleb Downs was the best football player in the draft. And they got him at 11.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of crazy. So when you look at these drafts,
Oh my God.
most people say this is a meat and potatoes draft. Means you got to get defensive and offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Because there are not a lot of skill players, which again, the football guys who evaluate talent, they know.
Yeah.
But most times you get those guys in the later rounds, in your third, second, fourth rounders. But again, some of the teams that stuck out in this draft, y'all took Ty Simpson and I heard the rumblings like 2 weeks ago.
I'm excited about
Remember when
that.
I said, I was like, man, it's on the bubble.
I'm excited about it, dog.
And it's you look at a few guys.
Ty Simpson in the LA.
Yeah,
Hey.
You better get excited.
I'm
'cause
excited about
you
that,
better
dog.
get excited because if that doesn't jive,
but
what you gonna do?
Oh man, I don't see it not jiving. I honestly don't.
If they protect him and
Oh,
don't put him
man.
in right away,
They're not gonna put. He gonna sit behind Matthew Stafford.
that's what I'm saying.
A Hall of Fame.
Give him 2
quarterback.
years of developability.
Yeah, no, he.
I'm
Not
with
only
you.
that, you got it, man. He got Sean McVay.
I'm with
in
you.
his ear.
2 years
You
to
did.
develop. But if somehow, if he has an injury and he got to jump in there,
Yeah.
I
feel you
think
on that.
you're gonna damage him.
I feel you
think-
on that. I don't think he's gonna play the first year and a half.
Well, you don't know how that's the plan.
Yeah.
But I'm always thinking about I'm always thinking about what if.
Yeah.
so let me throw this scenario at you.
Is he ready to play right now if there's an injury occur? I guess.
Nope.
With the standings and the conferences as they stand now and the divisions and the West, either conference, the AFC West or the NFC West. Hey, fans of this show, NFL, go look at the West divisions, the AFC and the NFC West. It's crazy. It's crazy. So again,
crazy ain't the word.
If
it's
you're
a damn catastrophe.
If you're one of the NFC West teams besides Arizona, Arizona's the only kind of question mark variable or conundrum but when you look at that point.
Yeah, bro, you talk about San Francisco, you talk about the Rams, and then you talk about the Super Bowl champ Seahawks. Dog.
Exactly.
So you're playing for a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Out of the gate.
That's deep, ain't it?
Boy, that's rough. That's right. And if you flip to the AFC, you got the Chiefs, the Broncos. Bro, come on, dog.
And don't forget about them Chargers.
The Chargers and now the Raiders that we're talking about. So when you look at that point,
it's getting crazy.
If Ty Simpson, let's say for instance right now,
I don't think he'll do bad though if he had to play. I think he won't win. I wouldn't say he win, take you to a championship. But
I tell you what's going to happen.
If he can keep you afloat, I think he can win 3-4 games.
I don't think they're going to play him. If they have to play
I'm just
anybody.
saying, if it comes.
But if it comes to it, you got to go through Stetson Bennett first because Bennett been there for like 3 years.
But
so they'll play Bennett before they put him out.
Stetson Bennett, where he's from?
Georgia.
Stetson Bennett, yeah, he was there. He was on that. Wasn't a slouch.
Yeah,
but he had a lot of NFL talent.
He been sitting behind Matt.
Go back to what you said. Stetson Bennett at Georgia, and that Georgia team, when he played, it was no standout like Indiana, was it?
Yeah,
no. They had some crazy talent on it.
Did they?
Yeah, that's that DeAndre Carter. That's old boy that played for Philly. The dude who spit on the cat.
So Georgia had a nuts team.
Man, that back-to-back team.
Well, what team I'm talking about? They had a national championship and it was just mediocre.
It was a few of them like that, but
no, it was the last one. What was the last championship Georgia won?
Georgia won in.
They didn't win with Carson Beck. They was Bennett last game.
Yeah, that's how they won the national championship.
So I guess you're right. That was with
it was the team.
It was just Bennett wasn't impressive.
But let me put.
But the team was good. I get it.
Yeah.
They was better and they was more explosive than Indiana across the board.
Yeah,
I got you.
Let me put this scenario to you, and this is gonna hit home with you, Joe. Remember when Brock Purdy went down in y'all division last year, and Mac Jones stepped in? Look,
Mac Jones clowned.
Can Ty Simpson?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking you. Same scenario for y'all. Matt gets hurt. It's a high ankle sprain. He gone 5 weeks. Y'all in the NFC West. You already losing the division because you lost the head-to-head. Now you playing for a wild card.
I think he can win 2 of them 3.
Can he do that?
I think he can win 2 of them
with
3.
McVay,
I think
with that offense.
I think on the IQ that he has, playing in Alabama, playing in SEC, he's a little bit more athletic. I think he can win 2 games out of 5 if he has to run that stretch. And then if they got a good defense or something, they can help him
put it like this. If them 5 games is 1 against the 49ers.
Shit.
1 against the Eagles. 1 against the Chargers. And 1 against Jacksonville.
You just threw a hell of a
which one of them
gauntlet out, dog.
Hey, he didn't go to Buffalo.
That's true.
You dig what I'm saying?
They get Jacksonville. He can get Jacksonville.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's a out-of-conference win.
He can get Jacksonville.
I don't know, dog. I don't
Jacksonville
know.
is not consistent yet. They're not consistent
keep
yet.
This in mind.
They're close.
Your playoff chances looms on Ty Simpson with a year of sitting behind Matt and thrown to the fire, like I said, on the road in NFC West division game.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Hey, man, I would rather them put Stetson Bennett in than him right now.
We should see. We should.
Yeah, we're going to see. But
we should. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they develop him.
Hopefully,
give him 2 years. He step into the role and he play lights out in the best situation again. But always remember, with these quarterbacks, you have to put something around. You have to keep an offensive line. And people hate when I say this. You have to keep a good defensive line, too. And what I mean by that, you got to get the plays on the field and get them off when you need.
Man,
but you got to have an offense to protect the quarterback.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you about that, dog.
I'm looking at the picks that we have when everybody was losing their mind. Like with us at 7, it's not that I didn't like Sonny Styles, but I think we could have had a more impactful. We could have had Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
We could have had Caleb Downs at 7. Now, again, I'm probably sure you didn't want to pay Caleb Downs top 10 money, but you want to pay it to Sonny Styles. I would rather pay safety top 10 money than linebacker top 10 money. Feel what I'm saying?
How y'all feel about Jeremiah Love
Oh,
in St. Louis?
Hey,
In St. Louis
yeah. I take
with the
him.
Cardinals. You
I
think
take-
that's a good fit?
In
Who's the
Arizona.
quarterback?
Keep in
Arizona?
mind, and reason I'm bringing this up, didn't they tell us a few years ago that running backs are a dime of a dozen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but
You know what I'm saying?
Saquon Barkley.
So why would you, this is just me. Running backs are interchangeable. Don't mean they're bad. But they told us, right?
Yeah.
That running backs.
But they let you know they don't know what they're talking about because when you look at Saquon Barkley, look at Derrick Henry.
I get it. But look at
Kenneth Walker.
Look how big Derrick Henry is too. He's
true.
a freak of nature.
True.
But why would you take Jeremiah Love at number 3, dog? I would
Hey.
put him at 11, and I would put Keelan Downs at 3.
Nah, what I'm saying.
No?
Is, I
I ain't mad at it.
Nah, I'm taking. Look, if Jeremiah Love's on the board, it depends on what needs are. But you go back to the point of what Nick of what
Arizona
Bill,
need a lot though, man.
yeah, but what Bill Belichick used to say, hey man, I don't care what your need is, you take the best player on the board. You take the best player on the board.
So out of the first 3 picks, who was the best player on the board? Because I just don't believe it. I mean, out of the first 3, we know it's in order. Okay, I get that. All I'm kind of saying, if you had to replace Jeremiah Love with anybody else, don't mean he's a bad running back. I just don't think I'm taking Jeremiah Love at.
Yeah, if it's your war room, you run it. But dude, so now, if you do have that pick and you don't take him at 3, what do you trade that pick to who, and what do you intend to get back for? Because if you're not taking Love, I understand that.
If I'm the Cardinals and I'm looking at my team and I want something that's going to make an impact, I need something on defense. If I can't get a quarterback, I feel like I need something on defense. I need a cornerback. I need something.
So again, you look at the teams that are behind you. You look at the team that's behind you and you say, okay, if they're at 4 or the team that's at 5, 6, or 7, you're the GM. You're the GM of the Cardinals. And they say, okay, Mr. Dupree, you're on the clock. And you say, hey, Jeremiah Love is there. I'm your head coach, or I'm your defensive coordinator, or I'm your offensive coordinator. I say, hey, man, boss man, he can help us win. And you say, hey, I can get a lot more for
the Cardinals.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, though.
I'm a realist.
But I'm just saying, though, if you're not going to take Love, what do you do with that pick? Like, what do you trade it for? Because, like you said, the Jets need a quarterback.
I would have traded if somebody going to give me a number one pick for 2028.
I'm taking one for 27 and I'll swap a pick now and a player.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I just would have took a defensive player.
Yeah, it's the Cardinal. Like, I'm trying to figure out who.
I mean, tell me if
it's your
Jeremiah
war room.
Love just do not impress me at 3. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, bro.
He got it. He getting the money, but I want to see what he gonna. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on him.
I see
On
what
the
you're saying,
Cardinals.
though. If I'm the Cardinals, it depends on who's. And if somebody calling me for a pick,
Yeah.
If he's sitting there and somebody else want, let's say the Jets,
Right.
the Jets want Jeremiah Love, they willing to trade you. You could fill a whole lot of positions.
Y'all can have y'all. I'll catch you on the
If
back
you do
end
that.
in 27.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you're in a position and I won't say devil's advocate, but I'm just getting the audience a look at what's going on again from like when we talk about drafts and draft picks. These picks are very strategic and they're going to impact billion-dollar franchises.
Yeah.
So the people who are tasked to make these decisions, like right now, Dupree said he wouldn't have took Jeremiah Love with the 3rd pick, but you got to take someone. So you look at what's behind you, you look at the people picking behind you, what they might think they need, and you need to get the most you can get. Either you take the player or get the most you can get for that pick. That's what I'm saying about Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
I think he's a good kid, and I don't think that it was but do you know how much you could have got? Like with the Cleveland Browns. If everybody, as dysfunctional as the Cleveland Browns are, go back and look at their draft selections and what they did with the draft capital from when they traded with Jacksonville for Jacksonville to be able to get Travis Hunter and all of that.
Yeah.
The Browns turned those into 7 great quality picks.
But I understand the Raiders taking Mendoza because you build around your quarterback. You need that spark. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
If the Raiders wouldn't have took him, you know, the whoever come
Cardinals
out,
would have took him.
they would have took him. The Cardinals, hell, if they would have had a chance to get him, they would have got him. It would have been crazy not to. So I understand the Raiders get him because they can build around him.
Yeah.
My thing is, man.
But again, you think about it like this. If Fernando Mendoza, who to me I think his very, like, as best he can be is Matt Ryan. And again, Matt Ryan is not a slouch. I think Matt Ryan's ability is Fernando Mendoza's ceiling, which means he falls into the perfect position, the perfect system, the perfect coach, the perfect offensive coordinator, a Julio Jones type receiver like Matt Ryan had. All of that has to go right. And I think the best he can be is Matt Ryan. Now, if you turn that and you flip that, look at Joe Burrow. Everybody's still calling Joe Burrow a great quarterback, and he hadn't been to the playoffs since 2021.
Yeah.
Granted, he did go to the Super Bowl. So now Joe Burrow is looking more like Dan Marino than John Elway. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Neither guy is a slouch, but Marino never won any rings. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now...
But he was exciting.
Exactly. But even now, if Joe Burrow never made the playoff again, we'll say his ability, just based on his ability, Joe Burrow is better than Matt Ryan. You dig what I'm saying? So the best version of what you think Fernando Mendoza, or what I think he could be, is not even the best version of Joe Burrow at his worst.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at that, is that worth a number one? The Raiders may not pick number one.
I could have traded if I'm the Raiders. I got to take Fernando. I'm not.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I'm not skipping on that. But if I'm any other team after that, if I can get a number one pick for next year, I would pick a defensive player, and then ask me this question right here. Carson Beck coming out of Miami next year, after he get a little 5 million, if he have a good year.
I don't got Carson Beck being a first round draft pick.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can get him in the second round, and I think he'll hold the same weight as Mendoza.
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying?
I think he'll. Yeah, I see what you said, but I think what I'm saying is
because there ain't no quarterbacks coming out next year either.
Oh yeah, you got Arch Manning, you got Dante Moore. What I'm saying is this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Archie.
But Arch ain't really proved himself.
Yeah, he's just the name.
Man.
Yeah, but
he's just
at
the
the
name.
same time,
his name got power.
But at the same time, if nothing else, you know you can cash in on Arch's fame.
Yeah,
even
because
if you
of the
don't
name. Yeah,
because of the name. But I'm looking at it like this: if I'm the Raiders,
that's a draw for 2 years. Okay,
yeah.
I get that.
If I'm the Raiders, I say, okay, who's behind me? Who picked second? Does anybody know who picked second? I know the Jets, and they all need quarterbacks. Okay, give me your first next year. Give me a player. Give me a second in 2028.
Yep.
And give me a fourth round in 2029.
Yep.
And you can draft Fernando Mendoza. And then next year, I got 2 number 1 picks.
Yeah.
Like the Giants. Nobody knows that the Giants picked 7 and 10. Well, no, they picked 10 and 5.
Yeah.
Because that came out with the Jackson Dart and all that trade and that crazy. So when you have this capital, you have currency.
Yeah.
Even if you sit in these war rooms and these drafts, even though if you might not get what I'm saying is Fernando Mendoza this year at the number 1 pick better than Arch Manning next year with another number 1 pick?
Oh no, I think
We'll
have to see what Arch does this year, dog. And
I'm just saying both of them green. Fernando Mendoza after
right
1 year and Arch Manning after like a rookie. I don't know if they're not the same player.
Arch, yeah, exactly. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
and that's my whole point about why I could have did something else with that.
Yeah.
But I understand the Raiders doing it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, man, this is a boring ass draft.
It's a meat and potatoes,
This
man.
draft is garbage. And you know one thing I think contributing why this draft is garbage is because there's no stability from college football that these players played a long time outside of Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Played a long time on a team where they can build themselves. When you can bounce around through that transfer portal and you don't have a fucking foundation, this is what we get. And this is not the last boring drafts that we're going to have until they fix that transfer portal and NIL. Sorry.
You know what I think would be the best improvement if nothing else but the D1 and D2 schools get general managers.
Yes,
they're
going to do that anyway.
A lot of the woes from the NIL I think will get worked out because now, and I think in a good sense, because I think it's becoming more transactional. Because that's easy to understand. Hey, ain't no more, we're going to get the best education, and mama, you going to make sure you get education at home cooking. Look, we're going to pay your son X amount of dollars if he performs at this space.
Yes.
I think we're about 2 or 3 years out from the general
and I
thing,
think
dog.
coming from that.
I would say 2 years.
Yeah, coming from that.
About 2 years.
When that normalizes to the point of saying you're dealing with the GM, say for 3 years of college, and your entire pro career, you won't get the nuances of, hey man, I made the practice squad or such and such. Hey, this is what it's gonna do. Now just go play. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this. Carson Beck, second year at Miami, is one of the most stability players in college football. Just by coming back.
Ain't that crazy?
That's stupid.
Yeah, but when you look
That's
at the
stupid.
But again, that goes back to the value. Fernando
$5 million.
The Raiders took him on. Again, nothing just blew me away. It's just the potential of being able to say it's transactional. We're gonna put butts in the seat. But love for the draft. Hey, shout out to the winners. My commander, like I said,
Y'all got paid. You got a check.
I didn't want to take Sonny Styles, but we'll see what he can do in it. The NFC East is starting to get a little. Yeah, because when Jackson Dart and Scatterboo and Malik Labors come back, the G-Man going to be crazy. But staying with the NFL, but a little bit of pivot, we got to talk about, again, we're not a T type of show. We don't do the drama and the mess, but there's an NFL scandal.
Oh, we're going to talk about this.
Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini, who I have a lot of respect for.
I don't know too much about this story, dog, because I haven't locked in on it, dog. So explain this to me.
I can tell you a coach cheated with a reporter.
Yeah.
And he get to keep his job, and he get to go to therapy.
Now this is the thing.
Therapy?
This is the thing.
And his wife accept him because she like a chick. So far.
My thing is this.
So far.
I come from an area, and we all come from an area where there is a such thing as a private life. I know everything is put under microscopes because of everybody run around with these. And we got everybody's got everybody's running around.
Tell
with these. But back in the day, I remember when some things just weren't none of your business.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm doing this as a comp because I always look at this is not about a black and white thing. This is not about a race thing. This is about due diligence. The only comp I can use is the closest comp that I have with Ndoka when he was in Boston, the coach that was in Boston. Great coach. He's in Houston right now. They talking about firing him in Houston because of his coach, because he's getting out-coached by J.J. Redick. People forget J.J. Redick was a hell of a basketball player.
He was a great basketball player.
People forget that J.J. Redick know basketball.
He was a dog.
Yeah.
Like, he was
Yeah,
Mr.
J.J.
Basketball
was
with the Duke.
like, yeah.
He's not a dumb guy, so Ndoka might just be over his skis a little bit, but
Yeah.
still a good coach. But again, he was unceremoniously fired because he had an extramarital affair with a executive's wife who worked for the Boston Celtics.
Well, that's the problem. He should have had an affair with a reporter.
It was in his contract.
But it was in his contract. So that was my thing.
That's what got him.
If Mike Vrabel has, because most NFL contracts has a non-fraternizing clause.
Yeah,
If that's in there, then hey, he got to take his medicine. But if it ain't in his contract or in Diana Rossini's contract, that's just grown folks being grown folks.
Yeah.
Now, is it morally wrong? Hey,
It's all morally wrong.
You can whatever moral it looks like, you cheated on your wife, bro. That ain't a good look.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if he didn't break any rules, hey man, I think that's a play on. Not a mulligan, because you have to look on from a morality quality.
And that go both ways too.
There you go.
That go both ways.
As much as I love DR, as much as I love Diana Rossini, hey, you got caught cheating with a married man. Not to say it ain't happened before, but we talk about. Hey, look at Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor wasn't even married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, look at Jimbo Fisher wife and what she did to him. I mean,
I
it
don't
happened.
remember what happened with Jimbo.
Jimbo Fisher wife cheated on him with a Florida Gator football player.
Ooh.
And that's why he ended
real?
up, that's why he ended up breaking Florida State heart and going to Texas. He couldn't handle it. Yeah. They say it was pretty deep, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
but how did this compare? I know this is NFL.
yeah.
I know it's pro. I know it's the Patriots. I know it's wrong. If he had it in his clause, it's even more wrong.
Yeah.
We all know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But he haven't lost his job.
So,
Now one of them lost their job.
That's right. That's true.
So again,
That's all I'm saying.
now I'm not gonna champion it, but I am a live and let live type of dude. But what I'm saying is, I've heard this a lot of times in sports, like I said, with Ndoka, with him Joy Taylor. But if everything is a no harm, no foul with that, we got to stop this picking and choosing and mulling the waters when it's cool, and it ain't when it's ain't. Look, if it's cool, it's cool. If it ain't, it's ain't. No matter who doing it.
Yeah.
So again, Diana Rossini, again, I have a lot of respect for her. But if it's been to the point, look, man, Joy Taylor lost her gig. Hey, Kari Champion. You feel what I'm saying? Rachel Nichols lost her job because she called out, hey man, y'all gave Kari Champion that job because Maria Taylor a job because she was black.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols got booted from. So again, if we ain't holding everybody to the standard, look, man, don't hold nobody to the standard.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it. But again, it's
I get what you're saying. That's their private life. You're gonna keep it like that.
but they did some underhanded shenanigans now.
I get what you're saying. That's their
If
private.
the whole morality and the woke and the Me Too and all that, we got to drag them too. That was the whole thing, like with the Deflategate. Hey man, if Robert Kraft won the first ballot Hall of Famer, if Bill Belichick won the first ballot Hall of Famer, Tom Brady can't be a first ballot. And don't that sound crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, man. We can't get fickle about, hey man, it's cool because we like them, but it ain't cool because we don't like them. If y'all nail Ndoka to the wall, if y'all nail Joy Taylor to the wall, which it didn't happen together, but they both had sex scandals and they lost their jobs. If you nail them to the wall, you got to do this to Mike Vrabel and Don. That's just how I feel about it. Will that happen? I don't know. But how do y'all feel about it?
I think context matters.
Yeah.
And I think the context behind it is like you were saying with Ndoku, dog. It was definitely in his contract, dog.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
And like
part.
he said, he ain't lost his gig yet, so.
Yeah. I can't. If it's not like you said, if it's not in a contract, I don't see it. I get what you're saying about, hey man, judged by the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but public opinion shouldn't get somebody fired. I'm looking at it like Urban Meyer, like what happened with Urban Meyer, with his assistant coach beating up on his wife, and the man got canceled.
Yeah. He got caught. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, but again, Joy Taylor.
They trying to say he was covering it up and all this. Yeah, I get
but
that.
you had no proof that the man even knew what was going on.
But he got fired because a girl was sitting on his lap in a bar.
No. What happened was, that's like right now, we got the podcast, and hey, God forbid, this is just an analogy, but if Sis say, hey, Marquise assaulted me, and then we lose our sponsorship because we didn't tell them, we didn't know what was going on. No, I don't live in this man's body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can Urban Meyer's assistant coach get him, like...
But that's what happens when you let the court of public opinion
to roll around everything.
Job. And that's what I'm saying. If it's not in Vrabel's contract,
or Diana Racina too, yeah.
If it's not in there, man, hey, man, you got to let that go.
But it wasn't in Joy's contract, though.
Yeah,
wasn't in Joy Taylor contract, but
Joe was going around doing a whole bunch of
bro, but at the same
how this compared to Jerome
what
Moore?
I'm saying is, if Joy got drugged, why Diana? If Rachel Nichols lost her job for saying what she thought was reverse racism,
I think that might have been a DEI thing, not a DEI.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
thing, dog.
Yeah, but again, if we using that cancel culture,
so how that compared to Jerome Moore? And he been found not guilty.
Man, that's still the weirdest. Like, I don't know.
I'm glad
because the lady lawyer knew about some stuff and tried and lied.
Bro, that's the weirdest. We're talking about the ex-Michigan coach.
Yeah,
that is the
all
weirdest.
I'm just saying is
that's the
weirdest. Morally they had a relationship. It was wrong. Okay, if you're gonna be consistent with the moral line, be consistent. Fire morally. Hey, you put it. What you say? You put it in this contract.
Yeah.
You know, you got the school just like the Patriots. If you're gonna do it across the board, from college to pros. You can't pick and choose. If you do pick, you can. But if you do pick and choose, you got to make sure you choose consistent.
It looks crazy to me because
you know what I'm saying?
It looks out of balance.
But they had a relationship. They had a relationship.
Yeah.
So, and again,
if they fire him for having a relationship, for inappropriate whatever,
Ed Ogeron,
it should go across the board.
Man, this man had won a national championship.
Yeah.
Got 5 having a Debbie pun to bed. What are we talking about?
What about
so how Mike Vrabel and Diana Racini still running around? Like, I ain't saying that because again, now if it
because they pick and choose and just depending on which fan base is more hype or which outlet catch it, or how you feel at the moment.
I think they also leave it up to the franchises to handle that kind of stuff, man.
But how you do that?
I think hey,
if the media is not on their neck, they leave it up to the fan trial.
Yeah.
But if the media on their neck, like what happened to Michigan, or like what happened to anybody else, therapy don't work. Yeah, you can go to therapy, but you're gonna go to therapy at home. You ain't
that's what I'm saying. Like,
you ain't coming back to the Patriots. We'll pay for your therapy to leave, but you ain't coming back here.
My thing is, if you're gonna lead in, and I always say this, you're gonna lean into structure. And my thing is, I don't care who it is. If it's right, it's right. If it's
wrong, it's wrong.
We need to get back to that point of saying this court of public opinion. Hey, man, if if we staying out of Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel's personal life, then we should stay out of everybody.
Everybody's. It should be consistent.
That's all I'm saying.
It should be consistent across the board.
There you
if
go.
You're not going to be consistent across the board, leave it alone.
Hey, Mike.
Let like you said, Joe,
yeah.
let the franchises work it out.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be consistent, let the franchise work it out.
Or have a governing body like the NFL, because they always say protect the logo. People forget when the Cowboys was in their dynasty, they had a thing called the White House, and they were saying Jerry Jones was too light-handed with the Cowboys, and then the NFL stepped in. Roger Goodell will step in right now when you're not representing the Shield. This is not representing the Shield. Where's Roger Goodell at on this? And I ain't saying I wanted Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini to get jabbed, but I've seen a lot of people do it. So again, this is so me calling out the structure. If we gonna say it's wrong, it's cool.
wrong.
It's wrong. But if we gonna stay out of folks' business,
Stay out of their business.
Stay out their business.
Keep in mind, the Vikings players got suspended for being on a yacht.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
You know what I'm saying? So
ill shenanigans.
They on the yacht. They were married. Some of them. But I'm just saying, I agree with you, man. If you're gonna stick to it, stick with it. But also keep this in mind, and this is for all of us. With this podcast, whatever you're doing, like T said, we got these right here. Always remember, you on camera, even when nobody's watching you.
Boy,
when you're doing shows,
especially right
don't
now,
think we're on now.
Always remember.
Always.
Doesn't seem to be.
Always remember. So when we get the sponsors, when we get that, I'm in my hotel room, FaceTiming my wife.
Hey man.
Yeah.
I will.
You know, I get my receipts to prove where I was.
Maybe I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even over there.
I will say this, man, and it's good that we have all this technology. Like for real, Brody got enough to like for real change the narrative of an election in a small country. Like for real. But at the same time, I think we need to get back to understanding that everything ain't everybody's business.
That's right.
And just because you're doing it, you ain't gotta record it.
You ain't got to. They ain't record. Think about this. Let's go the other way around. What is if him and his wife agreed to have an open relationship?
Yeah.
That cat out the bag.
And she's good with it.
Yeah.
And he's good with it.
Yeah.
Where's the problem?
And now you just got embarrassed.
Now it's just the media.
You know what old folks used to call it?
Mind your business.
Mind your business and giving up when it ain't your turn.
Mind your business. If that lady's saying she wasn't injured, if that lady's saying she wasn't sexually assaulted, if that lady's saying that, hey, we just had a relationship, he's married, get out, make him go to therapy.
Hey,
also, make everybody else go to therapy.
Whatever therapy, it's cool, but what I'm saying is...
R.I.P. to the black mama, dog, with all the trouble that he got into, dog. His wife didn't step away from him.
Because she
and all
knew to deal
that.
with
That's true. But he didn't go to Colorado no more by himself either.
Hey, but think about it like this, though. Like you said.
You get what I'm saying, though,
Yes,
Joe?
sir.
But they worked through it. Once everybody got out of their building and the media hype calmed down, Kobe and his wife did what was best for their family.
But again, that's one of them. Look, man, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man. He doing the best that he can. Look, I'm not showing excuses for anybody who have extramarital affairs, but at the end of the day, everything ain't everybody's business.
It ain't everybody's business.
You know what I'm saying?
But you do got to be consistent across the board.
You got to be consistent.
If a coach get caught with it and a player get caught with it, she get the same punishment.
It was that,
if
like I said, it was.
If it's a therapy, is it determination?
Houston Nutt, Hugh Freeze, all of these dudes lost their. They riding around with girls on their butt. Joy Taylor was sleeping around with him. Hey, look, dang, she wasn't even married.
You know the most funny one though? Bob Petrino was the most funny one. That Nick Brace on that girl on that motorcycle. How you gonna take your boo on a motorcycle and fall? And you gotta tell everybody, don't tell nobody, my neck broke. Man, get your ass out of here.
Don't get. That's that saying. Don't get none on you. But hey, I hope everybody gets to the point. I hope everybody gets to the point. Yeah. Get to the point to understand that some people's like, even though you're able to add these people on social media and on like online and things like that, these people they're not your friends. They ain't your homies.
They will wreck your life and then they get off on it.
But at the same time too, man, just because we can communicate or have a line to quote unquote famous or celebrity people don't mean that we need to melt. Or even if they ain't, man, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Now, if you can save a life or improve a situation or add value,
do that.
Most definitely. But everything ain't your business.
Yeah.
Stay out of that. It's cool. But being out of that, again.
NBA.
Hey, man.
NBA.
Hey.
NBA.
Hey.
NBA.
Yo, the basketball season, the playoffs has started. And
it's interesting.
It's interesting.
And boring at the same time.
Yeah.
but interesting.
Interesting and boring at the same
And
time.
how you can do that, T?
It's hard, dog, because I'm here to tell you, dog, and I'm sorry, hey, y'all, we do sports. I ain't watched a basketball game all year.
I watched a few.
I
ain't
watched
watched
a few.
I don't watch, and one of the best ones I watched was last night. It was, believe it or not, the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, it was Orlando at the 8 seed, who is up 3-2 on the 1 seed Pistons.
That's wild.
That's wild. But it is two teams with two great young, like, rosters, and I'm seeing the changing of the guard. This is but it's what's crazy about that is I'm seeing two franchises on the way back up.
Slowly
Like
but
we
surely.
remember the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s.
Slowly but surely.
We remember the late 90s and early 2000 Magic. Like, we remember those, and to see these two teams be competitive and play great, high quality basketball, I'm all for it. There are some pairings that I'm seeing that's kind of my Knicks with the Hawks. Bro, we struggling, bro. Like, we struggling with the Hawks. Like, we are really, really struggling with the Hawks.
What do you think that is, though?
I think Jalen Brunson is from a usage standpoint, his usage rate is too high for what he gives you. Means he has to have the ball in his hands this amount of time, and he only yields this amount of production. And once you figure out a small point guard who's left-handed, once you get his crafty counter moves down, and you don't have to focus on another. People don't understand the NBA playoffs, which I don't think the opening rounds need to be 7 games. I think they need to go back to 5 or maybe even 3, because when you're playing in the NFL, in the NBA playoffs, you're playing one team. So after the first game and a half, all of your adjustments, your game plans, it's just mano a mano. They've got your tendencies. They know what you do when you're tired. They know how deep you go in your rotation, on your bench. They know who they're going to see on a night in and night out basis.
Yeah.
And you've got to beat that team 4 times.
But I think that's why they should keep it at the. I think they should keep it at the 7 games, dog, because that shows good coaching right there.
But again, the coaching's gone after the first game and a half.
But for the first round, man, I would say go 5.
Yeah, like I
hear you.
But when it 5, they went to 7. It was 5.
It was 5.
It was 5, and they went to 7.
And again, I granted there are no 2 better words in the people say sports universe, but in my opinion, any universe, there are no 2 more sanctified, weighted words than game
7, the lucky number.
There ain't.
Because game 9 don't sound right.
Yo, game 7 means
game 9 don't sound right. Like, man.
Or go home.
Yeah.
Game 7
The
is perfect.
atmosphere, I don't know. Like you said, game 5 just don't sound like game 7.
But game 5 used to be pretty dope until they
Beat me
expanded
3
because of
times.
the money.
What's the difference between 3 or 4?
Sweet. And then I think the championship was 7. Was it?
Yeah.
It was like the play, but now all of it is 7, I think, right?
Yeah, all of them 7. But you know what that is, dog.
Yeah,
Money.
You know, that's all it is,
Man,
dog.
money.
That's all it is.
Money. I personally think the NBA plays too many games.
82 games? Oh, man, I don't know,
I think
dog.
they play too many games, bro.
And
Oh,
3
no.
7-round series?
It always overlaps.
Yeah, it's. I think it's getting to the point.
Maybe it's not too many games. Maybe it's when they start the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's when they start the game.
I think I'm with you. But again, I understand the point of making money. You want to have as many products on there.
55 games is enough with
I say
playoffs.
60.
You say 60?
I say 60.
I don't know, man. I'm used to the old schools played 82 games. Dog.
But look
ain't
at it
never
like
been
this.
too many games.
Think about it like this.
I tell you play 50 or 60, you ain't got to worry about nobody sitting out because they
Yeah,
season to be over. You
So
gotta
think
play.
about it like this. You take off 22 games. And at the All-Star weekend, you make it a week instead of a weekend.
Yeah.
You make the All-Star week an entire week, and you don't have any of the games that week. And the following week after All-Star week, you start that following weekend.
I like that.
That you lose 8, 9, 10, 12 games, but that's half of that 22 gone.
Right.
Then with the playoff series, first round, 5 games. You won't have the load management issue anymore. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can still have the same time frame that allots around NBA, the NFL, the WNBA, because again, all of these things leagues piggyback off of each other.
Well-
But again, I think if we shave some of those games, But again, what do I know? Because I don't run an NFL franchise
I can
or
tell
an
you-
NBA league, so
I can tell you this.
I'm almost
I'm
getting
with
there,
you,
though.
but I can tell you this right here, and we got to wrap up because we always go too long. So my thing is, the Magic have a chance to sweep, dog. They have a chance to sweep. Think about that.
no,
Tomorrow-
they up. No, it's 3-1.
It's
It's
3-1.
3-1. Yeah,
Gentlemen sweep.
yeah. It's
Tomorrow.
Gentleman Street against the number 1 seed, homie.
Woo!
That's
Against the
crazy.
number 1 seed. Like that's, and again, whoever went out of that series got to play them dudes on the TV. They got to play the Celtics, Slim.
So yeah. So everybody, we'd like to thank y'all for coming out. This is Say Win Doc Sports Podcast here in Havana Rays. We want to thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Always come down and check with us, smoke cigars with us, or just eat with us, and just
Tap
show
in
love.
with us, man.
Yeah, come on, show us some
Come
love.
see the people at Havana Rays, Andrew, Harrison, everybody at the bar.
Yes.
At the Cottage Hill locations, everywhere that we tap in with everybody, man, it's cool. But keep your eye on this playoffs with the NBA because we didn't get a chance to get to it. Shout out, he's not my GOAT. I don't think he'll ever be the GOAT, but shout out to LeBron James. What he's doing is
He'll be the go-to if him and his son win a championship. I don't know.
I don't know if that put me in. Hey, it's a feather in your cap.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to win one at 41, hey man.
With
I
your
can't-
son.
Hey,
With your
that's-
son.
That's super crazy, but man,
That's
LeBron.
crazy. He won one with his son was in the sack and one. No, I'm sorry.
Yo, bro. Think about it like
He won one with his son was in the sack and then
Think
the son
about
running
it like
the club
this,
with. Man,
though.
that's how. Y'all know
LeBron
that's bad.
James started in 04. It's 2026.
22 years, dog.
But that is, and again, he's just not at the end
I
of the
won the
pitch. to it.
championship carrying my son, and then I had my son.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Son aside, we just said Robert Parrish and James Edwards were on those teams, and Kevin Willis as journeyman veteran. They got a token ring. LeBron is earning everything.
Yeah.
Scoring like LeBron is a major contributor at 41 years old. That's different.
Yeah.
It puts him in rare air. He is not that guy because 23 still, the original 23 still exists. But at the same time, Bron, yo man,
Salute to you, bro.
Salute to you, your son, what you're doing. It is what it is, but big dog to the Lakers and JJ Redick because again, they doing this with no Luka and Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
It's Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, and Bronny and Bron.
That's crazy.
And Rui Hachimura. That's who burning up.
Marcus Smart is playing his ass off, though.
Man, I read a story about Marcus Smart the other day that changed the way I looked at him and a lot of other adversity. I'll tell y'all about it off camera, man, but he spoke about it on the podcast, but it's crazy. But as always, hey man, Havana Rays, tap in with us, the Same Way at Doc Sport Podcast. We got some stuff coming up. We're gonna be moving around, hollering at y'all as always. What's going on? Holler
This
at me.
Saturday, Pensacola Cigar Weekend, come down, chop with us, chop it up on the camera with us. We'll be there. Look at us on Saturday. Joe, what we got?
Hey, we'll be there. I'm gonna be there. Crew gonna be there. Our boys from Barcode's gonna be out there. My man Malcolm gonna be out there. Pensacola Cigar Weekend. Y'all come and holler at us, man.
Peace. We about to
Peace.
do it. Thank you guys.
As always, never let your voice be louder than your contribution and never let your ego be bigger than your willingness to serve. People tap in, be cool, take care of each other. Get outside, it's spring.
And always, I don't have nothing to say that's fancy.
Hey man, we cool. Shout out to y'all. Peace, we out.
We out.
Peace out, good people.